Shiwalkar, a journalist at CIO News and your host for today. We are back with yet another episode from our exclusive series called Voice of CISO. This session is being recorded and it will be available on our website cionews.co.in, on our LinkedIn and our YouTube channel as well. As said earlier, we are back with another episode from our exclusive series. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Subhash Singh Punjabi. He is a CISO and Head of Enterprise Architecture at Deepak Fertilisers and Petrochemicals Corp.Ltd. With over 3 decades of experience in strategic planning and information technology, he is renowned for developing cutting edge solutions that align with IT business objectives. His leadership has earned him numerous accolades, including the SAP Best Run Award and CISO 100 recognition, along with the CISO of the Year. Join us as we explore his insights on cybersecurity, digital transformation, and the future of IT in today's rapidly evolving landscape. Mr. Singh, thank you once again for joining us today and agreeing to do this with us.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please
And
go ahead.
absolutely. With that, I would love to understand about your journey. You have about 30 years of experience now. Can you share a bit about this journey? What key moments have shaped your path to becoming the CISO now and the head of enterprise architecture at Deepak Fertilizers?
Yeah, so good morning, everyone. See, now when we talk about the moments, so if I go back and see how all my 3 decades have gone in this particular IT profession, first and foremost, that I am a core IT person and learned business with working with the organizations, various organizations in manufacturing, pharmaceutical, chemical, all are in manufacturing. Also, I work in IT. So there are several pivotal moments if we see to it. So first and foremost, what I feel is that it's my technical foundation and the coding. So starting with hands-on coding, establishing a strong fundamental technique for me to enabling me to understand technology at its core and again insight into systems inner working. This is very crucial if you want to build any system for any organization. See to it how that business that IT will impact their business. So this insurance is essential for CISO as it helps in assessing security system against threats. You know that threats are very evolving and every time if we prepare ourselves for something, some new threats are coming up. So this particular foundation, I think it's very important, and it has given me the leap to understand the threats and work on it. Another part, what I've seen is that in progression into roles, like I've done, I've progressed into from the coding, that a simple programmer, to head IT, CIO, then CISO. So these roles offered me a broader strategic view of technology in achieving business activities. Because when we say business, business is not one thing. It has got various multiple things, multiple aspects are there. So if we have that, that have given me the main strategic view of technologies. My responsibility have included aligning IT with business, which is very important for us, like corporate strategy. What are the strategy for business? We talk various times the transformation. So business transformation can't happen without the your digital transformation. So that is also very important nowadays. So that is the another crucial things what I have seen. Then come to the then I've seen that the cyber security. So as since from last 2 decades we have seen that cyber security has emerged a very critical focus on it. So whatsoever we do, there is a other part or second part to it to of cyber security. What is the threats? So addressing these challenges as they grew more complex. And you know that whatsoever we do, there are the ways that bad actors are doing something. So that has given me the leap how all these things are. So I have made myself ready with knowledge and certification. So I'm certified CISA, ISO 27000 LA, and then I have done various other security certificates like the new law DPDPA. That also I have done. So various things I do, and I gain then practical knowledge, laying the groundwork for the transition to CISO role. So here's the third thing what I've seen. Then when I come to the enterprise architecture role, what happens is that when you talk about enterprise architecture, this actually helps us to preserve more in the threat, cyber threats. Because when we learn enterprise architecture, it's provide a unique view of how technology integrate and support business in all the way. What are all the integration parts? How these have done for this to understand this, Again, I've done the certification TOGAF. TOGAF is the Open Group Architecture Framework. So I've done that certification. So this knowledge and experience is essential in security architecture to ensure that security controls are woven into the fabric of enterprise systems. Otherwise, you can't go into the doing only the security there. Last but not least is the recognitions and in the what I am doing in the we can say the society, all the forums. So achievements like awards, panel discussion, I have done various keynote speaker and thought leadership engaged, adding to my expertise. Because when we share something, we get knowledge. That's what is my philosophy, because nobody has got 100%. Correct? We can learn from everyone. So I have got a learner attitude. So I go and learn what is happening outside. I share my thing, and then so on this skill of cybersecurity enhancement leader is coming from that only. When you share something, we know various things of it. So, for instance, recognition like CISO of the Year award validated my effort and showcased my commitment to the industry. So these are the some of the things what I feel that how my this thing is progressed from the small programmer to the CISO and the enterprise architect. That's the thing.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for sharing your journey with us today. Along the same lines, what emerging cybersecurity trends will shape the digital landscape in the next few years? Because you said you have your role has evolved from head of IT to now a CISO, from a programmer to the head of IT and
Yeah,
now
from
the
start
CISO.
to it.
So if you could
Correct.
throw some light on that.
Sure, sure. See, there is a huge change. If you see about if you talk of for me 30 years before and what today we are, it's a huge change. And now this pace of change is very fast. So if we talk about any new technologies coming up, with that your cyber security techniques are changing. So like you talk about, everybody is talking about there are various things, but I can take some of this in the interest of time. Now everybody is talking about AI. So AI driven various things are there. So for us, we have to see how AI driven cyber defense systems we can have. Because AI's role in cybersecurity will expand both for defensive measures and for attackers. The attackers are using very, very heavily AI to put the sophisticated phishing attacks and malware on the organization. So to counterfeit this, AI-driven security tools that can proactively identify and mitigate the risk or threats is very crucial, and it's already started. The other point I feel is that is zero trust architecture. The more organization transition to remote and hybrid work, because after Corona, you know that everybody is in hybrid. So in that, and then there is no perimeter nowadays. Correct. Earlier we talk about perimeter. So for the zero trust model are evolving beyond network boundaries. And ZTA, which requires strict identity, vulnerability, and least privilege access control, will become standard for organization to prevent unauthorized access. We are already there. We said that people are going ahead with all these things. Then there are supply chain security, if we talk, because all organization depends heavily on third party. They can't do everything together. So vulnerability within supply chain is also becoming primary target for attackers. Now people like suppose for example in the organization, they work on their organization security, but they may forget about this supply chain, and the attacks are coming from supply chain area. So regulation and standards will include a mandate stronger third-party risk management. So I think third-party risk is is better, or we can say that is the major thing now people should see. Then the fourth thing I can take about the cloud security. When we talk about the digital transformation, which is everybody is doing, and when we talk about cloud, so without cloud, digital transformation is also very difficult. I can't say it's not possible, it's very difficult. And you can't leverage the benefit of or the best of the digital transformation without cloud. So when we say cloud, so again, cloud security is a big part. So with this continued shift toward cloud computing, cloud security strategies are evolving. It's totally evolved now. And techniques such as cloud native application protection platforms and secure access service edge are gaining traction. Now people are working on that, how they can use this thing. Next thing is your data privacy, as I already talked to you. That now everywhere data privacy is there, and India also now they have already passed the law in the last year, August only. So that is the DPDP Act. Act is already there now, and people are embracing that. So with this, the third party data protection is very important. Personal data is very important now. Now, enhanced data governance and privacy technologies will be the key in balancing regulatory compliance and cyber security. But we have to balance the both things. So how we have to do that? Correct. And then the major thing now is coming is our IoT. When we talk about digital transformation, it is moving on the shop floors also. You want to have a IT OT converge is happening. So operational technology security is now is a paramount, and everyone is talking about that, and which is must. Otherwise, you can't use the leverage the digital. So if you want to leverage, you have to make the IT OT converge. Once it is converged, then the OT security threats are coming up. So we say that IoT and OT device expand in industrial and critical infrastructure very high. Securing these endpoint becomes essential now. Without that, we're going to cyber physical security strategies are evolving. We have to work on that to address this vulnerability device across various sectors. You talk about healthcare, you talk about manufacturing, you talk about energy sector. These are the things very important. And then the important part, what we are saying is cyber resiliency planning. Because what we feel is that cyber security is not the thing now. When nobody says that we are cyber secured, or we should not say, but we should that we are cyber resilience. Because the point here is that whatsoever we are doing, after that also there will be a chance that we may get attacked. What we have to do is that we have to be resilient enough. If something happens, some attack happens, how fast we will come out, how minimal effect will be there. So I think cyber resilience, and for that, everybody should work on the cyber resilience part first. That something is coming, how we will do, what will be the. So we say about the your IR, the incident response planning, the drill of this red teaming. We should do that part and make ourselves very much. We can say the same that if something happens, also the impact will be very low for our business. That is the key. What I'm thinking here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being so comprehensive, Mr. Singh. And rightly said so, because cloud had its era. We also had, now we are also into IoT. Along the same lines, what best practices should organizations adopt, especially in today's digital landscape, to strengthen their security posture?
See here, I think the best part or the most thing what I feel is the awareness. So because we have to first invest in the security awareness training to all your employees at all levels. What I feel is that there are various tools available, but tools will give you around 60%, 70%, 80% controls. But the awareness is must, because when people doesn't have awareness, then they may feel prey to your phishing attacks or maybe other thing, or they may share the data with unknowingly. They are not aware if they are not aware. So I think that is the first part what I see, that people, all organizations should invest in the information security awareness to all the team at all, from ground level to the top level. It's very important. Then there are the tools like I talk about zero trust model, which is very important. Multi-factor authentications are there. There nowadays people are talking about passwordless. How we can do that? And the other what important point what I feel is that the regularly we have to update and patch system, because when we say other everything is moving, and as I mentioned earlier, so the pace is very fast. It is getting changed. Technology is getting changed. So we have to update our systems and patch that system very regularly. We have to see to it that once we have taken something, we have to patch it, update it as per the upgrade our system as per the systems. We have to follow the policies for it yearly, 2 yearly, 3 yearly, whatsoever is there as per your asset. It is very and very crucial things for us. Then we talk about next thing. We'll talk about the conduct regular security audit and vulnerability. People are doing that, but I'm again pushing that what is very important. Nowadays we have got a tools which are continuously monitoring your system. So we don't have to do the vulnerability analysis quarterly, half yearly, yearly. It is continuously doing or giving your vulnerabilities by checking the system. So whatsoever external facing is there, everything is getting monitored by default, and you are getting your vulnerability, we can say near real time. Within a day or two, you can understand what is happening to your system. So it is not a thing that you have to do yearly. And once you get that, then you talk about the PT, that we talk about penetration testing. So there we have got various things available now. You can do breach attack simulation, you can do red teaming, correct? And then you can understand that whatever controls you have, what, how much safe are there, how much efficient, or we can say the enough for your organization. Because if you talk about cyber security nowadays, every day there are new things are coming up for cyber control. As an organization, you can't implement everything. So whatsoever you have implemented, you have to see to it how effective are they. To check that there are the tools, breach attack simulation you do for your tools whatsoever available. You do red teaming, you do blue teaming, and put that. I will say that if you have got a good team, you make a competitiveness in that also, and award them. If they find out some issues into your system, your team, you award them, because if you know that issues or vulnerabilities in advance, or the points where it can be penetrated, that you can take control easily on that. So I think we should make that competitive nature or culture in our organization for finding out the vulnerabilities and penetrate our system. Then there is the incident response plan, what we talk. So we know that, as I mentioned earlier about the cyber resilience, so we should say that we should be ready with the incident. We should be ready that attack can happen. So if something happens, how you will respond, how fast you will respond, how effective that response will be there, who will do what, is the key to it. And it is not that we have got a very good system and we will not have any attack. So that mindset should not be there. We can say the mindset should be like this, that there will be attack and how we will work on it. That should be mindset, and then only we can go ahead of it. Utilize data encryption, DLP tools at whatsoever level you want. We talk about EDR, XDR, do that. We talk about the IAM, identity management, that you can do. But PAM is important. At least that much you should do. Privilege access management is very important for this. And last is your continuously monitoring and analyze security logs. Have SIEM in place. Use SIEM. You will get all the things available into it. Collect the log and then see into it what that log is saying and work on it. That can be the major thing what we can say about the security best practices.
Thank you so much for being so elaborative, Mr. Singh. And moving on, I want to understand from you what is your opinion, when it comes to the most significant impact of technology on today's society.
Yeah, so my opinion, the most impact what I've seen in the technology on society is its power to connect and get interconnected with all these things very rapidly. So technology transformed how we communicate, work and interact, bridging distances. So it's not required that now we have to be at one place. We can talk and do our work from anywhere. Breaking down barriers in ways that were unimaginably just for few decades ago, what we have seen. At that time, we were not thinking about the remote work or something. But nowadays, we can say the way of life now. So anybody can do that. So from digital platform, enabling remote work, what we say, to telemedical medicine, providing healthcare access in remote areas. Earlier, we used to say that in the remote areas, medical facility, which is very important, crucial thing for human being, is lagging. But now we see, because of this, if they want to have any medical emergency, they can get that particular service without physically that expert or doctor can should go there. They get that all that benefit from there. So these are the things what I've seen that technology has given that. That is the boon what we have received from them for the technology. So additionally, innovation in AI, what we have seen now, and data analytics are transforming industries, driving personalized experience. Now we know that when we are browsing, or we may see the our Amazon when you're shopping something, so we might have seen that whatsoever browsing other side, that type of things only are coming up as an ad to us, because the AI engine behind the this particular technology are working, and they know that what is our liking, what we do. So if I go and see, I will get ad of cyber security tool first, but they know that I am from that area, correct? And the other thing they will see about the music because I like music. So that way they it's a very much in tune now. So this has got its own plus point that we can see whatsoever is required to personalize, correct? But at the other side, as I already mentioned earlier, in any technology there is always a two side, plus side and negative side. Both everything has got. So now the negative side is that my privacy is at my stake. I am saying that positively that it is helping me, but at the same time my privacy is at concern that it is on stake. Everything what I do, it is getting known to the world. So as you might have heard various these cases that when people are traveling out abroad, they are putting this on the Facebook, Instagram, saying that they're traveling with family and all that things because that's the way people are embracing this social media. On social media, when they send something, that thing is getting read by someone. Now, reading all these particular messages from everyone is not possible, but they use some AI tool and they are reading this particular thing and then making a customized thread or customized this thing for that particular user, and then they call them, they put them in the trouble saying that your something is in the custom, you have taken more foreign currency, and so cybercrime or the police want you to be here. So that way they are threatening. We have heard about various things about the digital arrest. This is same thing. Whatsoever people are putting there, on that they are getting making the customized thread for that guys, and then they are getting them trapping them for this particular thing. So that is the one thing what I've seen that both side are there. But in any case, I think it's good what society has got various new things from this.
Rightly said so. And lastly, as we conclude this session, I want to hear from you any key messages or insights that you would like to leave with our listeners and viewers today regarding the intersection of business and technology.
So my simple message there for the intersection in technology and business, that you have to embrace the technology as a strategic enabler, not just a tool. Because I have seen that, and various organizations they are saying they have got something as a tool, they have got a good cybersecurity tool, they have got, but they are not leveraging properly that. They are not using that for a strategic enabler. That is one part. But another part is like this, like when we say that there is a investment in some cybersecurity tools, we should see that that will enable us, because it is must. If you want to have something, it is must. We can't see only a ROI of that particular thing, but it's a strategic enabler. It's a strategy. It's a, we can say, the vision, the long vision. What we are seeing, we are seeing our organization for next 10 year, 15 year, 20 year where we are. So that is the one thing. Other what I'm seeing is that when we talk about the smart factories, the smart manufacturing, these are the things earlier, maybe 5, 10 years back, people are saying this is the, we can say, optional thing or the just a competitive edge. Nowadays, it is not a competitive edge. It's essential. It's a need of our. If you don't embrace that, then you will be not be in the business. Like we have heard various stories, the very famous stories of your Nokia, BlackBerry. You talk about the Kodak. These people have not seen the vision. They have not gone ahead. Now the vision is that you have to go ahead with all these things, empower your business for the new technologies, have a culture in your organization for the technology enablement, and using that, leveraging that for your business, and see to it that how you can prioritize, you are driving your business with the innovation. Innovative solutions you have to use there. The digital you have to use there. It's a must now. So it's simple. Embrace technology with strategic enabler and not as a tool. That is very important here. Thank you.
Fantastic. And I think embracing technology is the way forward. That is the future. So thank you once again, Mr. Singh, for shedding light on some of the important aspects today, taking us through your journey and explaining the evolving threats of cybersecurity and providing your personal view. This has been a great session. I thank you once again for agreeing to do this with us. And I look forward to having more such conversations with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.